Postseason momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see what he can do with the return. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will have the football first. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Had to force that one.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Ducks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Walls. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to Fluff. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush is on. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Left side is Hampton. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The fake wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Dropping back, it's Walls. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll test the right side. Makes a man miss. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The play fake. It's complete to the left. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. The handoff. Looking for a crease. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged out, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Keep it on the ground. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Finds his target. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Just barely got rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Out wide left, it's Anderson. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Got to make the play on fourth. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
There he goes. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Davidson. Gives him a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Walls. Buying a little time to his left. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. Hunt is on its way. Making his first move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Walls. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here's a give to Bothwell. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. To throw, it's Walls. Caught. Nice move to pick up yardage. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Looking left. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got him quickly. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And the Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Maybe they won't give in and just pass it here. 3rd and goal from the 4 and 3 tight ends on the field. Wants to throw. It's Walls. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down, and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Toledo Rockets.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Second and long here. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone is on that Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Fluff. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's Walls. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Keeps it on the ground. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Roadrunners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the back. Finding some room. Finally, a run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Right back to the well. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Quarterback changing the play. Selling the fake. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Dropping back, it's Walls. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Extending the play. He's going to take off. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open. No problem. If you give this guy...
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Lost the throw on 1st. Caught behind the line. It's Davidson.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Ducks are marching down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Taken down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Handoff to the single back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And it's the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sets his feet, it's Walls. Moving out to the right. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's a give to Bothwell. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Punt is on its way. Trying to take it back. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal range.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Handoff again. Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Roadrunners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. The handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Keeps it on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So, big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.